Hey everyone, this is an update and macro video of the Leatherman Blast. It's a multi-tool that I've had for a little bit. This is what I would call part of the Leatherman medium size, medium range multi-tools. It does have Zytel in here, so there is some plastic derivative in here. And of course it's this black coated color. I have been carrying this one a little bit. It's still a little chunky to carry. I haven't found a great multi-tool that hasn't been too chunky yet. I know there's some out there that the juice they have, well, I have one of those. I hate the orange color that seems to be the most popular. It's still a little chunky, and I don't think the quality of the juice is that great. And what else? I actually use the Leatherman Kick a lot. That's about the same length, but it unfortunately has less tools. Anyways, I wanted to do the quick update on this in that it's a nice tool. I'm not going to say I recommend getting this black one, because if you've followed any other reviews on it, with the exception of maybe Nut and Fancy's, this one comes out of the box completely dusted with black powder. And it was just all over the tool, all over my hands, all over everything that got in contact with it. I basically had to take the tool and dump it with soap and run it through water and get all that black coating out of there, because it was just, you know, I can't deal with the mess every time you pick it up. Then it got to the point where it was a little stiff. Well, out of the box it was stiff, but even more stiff after I washed it. Another one of my multi-tools, the Kick, even the cheaper one. If you open up the pliers, you can just kind of with one hand, you know, it'll bounce real comfortably. This one is better than it was. It used to be really stiff, but I'm getting better here. So what I had to do is dump oil all over, oil it all up in the back area here, everywhere possible. So it's getting better, etc. But I like the Blast. Maybe if you like the size and the tools that this one has, I would say get the silver one instead. Don't get sold on the black, because one, the mess the black creates. Two, they don't seem to be producing the black or distributing it very widely. I'm wondering if the whole black powder issue is why, that maybe they're not promoting it as much. I don't see it on their website anymore. It is cool looking, but you know, maybe it's not the highest of quality. The tools kind of clump up a little bit. You can see I pulled out one, and you know, whatever, they all kind of come out. They're a little sometimes difficult to get, but I'm not gonna say it's a bad tool. I think it's a lower cost tool that does have a lot of features to it. It does have a locking set of tools, and I find that I kind of sometimes like these medium range ones that seem to have a lot of tools in them, because I don't have to. You can get a more expensive Leatherman and it has more tools and whatnot, but you know, what's the point of buying a bunch of tools if you have to carry around all the bits and, you know, all that stuff in your sheath all the time? I'm not the type to do that, but that's kind of that view. It's a good alternative to carrying around a bunch of tools and bits. And you got the knife here. Kind of silly. It's like a long, thin blade. You see I have oil on it still. And it does lock. Okay, which the Kick does not. What I'd really like to see is to have, I'm probably going to say it wrong, but Victorinox do a multi-tool that is of medium size. So I think they have the Spirit line. I think there's the X tool, that would be neat if they had. I don't have one, but I heard the quality on those is very high. I assume that they're manufactured well, like their normal folding pocket knives. To have one of those in a medium size knife, kind of half the length and size of what they're producing now, I'd buy one of those. Yeah, I know I can probably get that with one of their folding, big size folding knives, but it just seems like to be a brick to carry around. The on the web, I guess on 2010 SHOT Show websites, you can see some new models of Leathermans coming out. They have updated line of the Juice. They seem to have been updated a little bit, some different colors and some different lineup of tools. Hopefully those will be a little bit better manufacturing wise, and I actually didn't like the slickness of the handles either. So anyways, I'm going to say that while the size and the quantity of tools in this is very nice, the black coating has a cool factor. I'm going to say skip the black coating one and go with the Kick or the Silver Blast version. So, but for utility wise and practicality and cost, this model is still a good one. So later.